Okay, we're digging into a little bit of a Magnum head porting project, and basically all I'm doing is just cleaning up the chambers, trying to get rid of sharp edges, and then the exhaust looks really bad, like it's hitting a brick wall, so I'm pulling some of that out. And got a couple different tools here for the job, some stuff I've bought over the years. But if you look at the stock port, you can see, I need something to point. It's like a big ridge. Right there is a huge, it's just like a brick wall. And then there's a huge ridge where it just sticks up. And so I'm kind of pulling that out. You can see it here. Just kind of blending that on each side to get some of that out. And there's also on the short turn, there's kind of a sharp edge going through the short turn. So I'm taking these and just kind of rounding the short turn edge where it comes off the seat. And just working the bowls a little bit, making sure that we got a good smooth transition from the valve seat. And then taking that huge ridge out right there. So I'm just kind of laying that back. Over here, there's like a big bump right there on the opposite side of it. Like right there, there's a big bump. So I kind of just smooth that down a little bit. And as far as the chambers go, if you look at the factory one, you got some sharp edges right around here where the spark plug is. It's kind of just really sharp. And then so I'm just kind of smoothing that out a little bit. And the intake, I'm not going to do too much to the intake. I did go through and open up the push rod pinch some, but man, it's so, there's just no room. It's crazy. The push rod pinch is a major restriction. And so I'm just going to blend these. Which one? I did this one some. I blended this short turn a little bit right in here where it had kind of a sharp edge. But with these Magnum heads, they already flow 220 like bone stock, which is plenty for his 318. I mean, you can get some good power with a radical cam. You can get some really good power out of it. But if he wants more power later, we'll just boost it, put a turbo on it. So mainly I'm just cleaning up the exhaust ports and then trying to make sure that we don't have any detonation points in the chamber. I'll go back with a stone and then polish the chamber up real good and then kind of stone out the exhaust and the intake. Like I say, I'm just gonna blend the bowls, open up the push rod pinch as much as I feel like I can without a Helgeson E tool, and then that's about it. With these, I started on this one some, but surprisingly the valves are nice and tight. I mean, there's like there's no wiggle. It's like nothing, which is good. And then my toolery, this is a Ingersoll Rand I had years ago, and I know the one that I like the best, it's kind of missing teeth on it. The smaller one's pretty good here, but there's one that's kind of like this flame, but it's rounded. I don't know what you call it, but it doesn't have such a sharp tip on it. And this one here is good, but it's just too big to fit in beside the guides. You can't really bore out beside the guides. And this is okay, but I actually like this one better. It seems like I can control that better. And I turn the speeds down on them so they're not just maxed out. But this one does okay, but it's not as easy to control. And then I used one of Dulcich's tricks, and I was using this for a little bit, but I put a resistor in there. And it's weird, dude, because you can only get it to go so slow and then it won't start up. It's like you get it going the speed you want, or if it won't even, you get it down to the speed you want and then it just cuts off. It's like I need another resistor or a dimmer. I need a different dimmer. It doesn't just cut off on us. So that thing there goes way too fast. It's just way too fast and jumpy and think big and heavy, and it ain't worth it. I like this one the best because it actually blows the air out of here instead of out of the handle or the back of the handle like these. And so it's actually blowing all your chips away as you're doing your grinding, and it keeps everything cleaned out for you. It's pretty cool. But anyway, we'll clean these up, polish the chambers, smooth out the exhaust, and that's it. He'll be good to go.